Good evening. So, this is going to be the first of a series that I do, undetermined length of the series, and it's something that's been on my heart for a while now, and it's just kind of been developing, so I thought I'd talk about it. There you go. So, America, I believe, is the greatest country that's ever been around. And for Christians, it's been a Christian nation. It's founded on Christian principles, and it's widely been ruled by Christian people. I think that's changing. For the past 200 years, we have been lackadaisical and very comfortable in that position of power. I think you saw that same setup in the Roman Empire, and they got lackadaisical, and it collapsed. The Roman Empire was a republic, like we are, not like we are, but was a republic, and tried to protect rights a little bit. They had massive slavery, even way worse slavery than we ever had, but became a Christian nation, ruled by Christian people. And so I think the first part of this series is to say, have you been putting your trust in our government? Have you been putting your trust in our nation to protect you and to uphold your values? I think that for most of my parents' lives and my grandparents, and especially before them, now granted you have stuff like the Cultural Revolution and the Sexual Revolution, but for the most part you could count on the schools and the government and other entities teaching the same values and morals that you believed in and that you wanted your kids to have. And I think that we're not seeing that anymore. And it's sad, but it's not something to get worked up over, because it's something that we should be prepared for. And if we weren't prepared for, we should get prepared for now. It's something the Bible says was going to happen. The world does not want to foster what we know to be true, the way that we should be living life. And we also know that we don't live our life the way we do to save ourselves or because we're better than other people. We live our lives that way because of what Jesus did for us. And so while we want to see morals abound and godliness abound, we're promised it's not going to, because our sinful nature is opposed to that. So that's kind of my first step in this dialogue, if you will, is to discuss what it means to be living in the nation and the world that we're living in now, and how to be a Christian in that world, and to not get worked up. Because we know, I think I mentioned on one of my very first videos, take heart, I have overcome the world, from the Gospel of John. In this world we will have troubles, but Jesus has overcome the world, and in him alone we have salvation.